down into fangs. His new hit album is entitled Love is for Suckers, of which I have a copy right there. Please welcome back to this program from Twisted Sister, ladies and gentlemen, Dee Snider. Hi, Dee, how you doing? Nice to see you.
Good to be back.
Thanks for being here.
Hey, Paul. Okay, you still didn't play nothing for my album. I said, you still didn't play anything for my records.
Yeah, we're working on.
You always let me down. You bummed me out.
What would you like him to play?
Anything. Love is for Suckers, I think you can identify.
From the new record.
Yeah, you don't even know it yet. You'll
We'll
learn
work that out.
Oh, we work it up.
And we'll do some old Twisted a little later on.
Yeah, all right. That sounds
Vintage
good.
Twisted.
Is this doing real well for you?
Yeah, it's doing good. Just came out a few weeks, you know.
How many albums have you out now? How many in the history of the group have you recorded?
5 albums, I think.
And have they all been monsters?
No. Some of the early ones were really lame.
Yeah.
But honesty.
How does that make you feel when you put a lot of work and a lot of effort in writing material and assembling material and recording it, and then it doesn't do so well?
Like a piece of... not too good, Dave.
Yeah.
No, you know something, I mean, early albums were just starting out, so you didn't expect them to sell all that big, but they kept
Do you take that personally as a rejection?
Yeah, I go around and beat people up, Dave. Do you have my album? Just kidding.
I have the entire
Great
catalog.
joke, by the way. I love that about the first
See, but you understand it was just
I
a
approve
joke.
that he's not lying. I really did.
Thank you. Tell me about hecklers. Are you at a stage in your career now where you probably don't get many hecklers these days? But I'm guessing when you first started out, like you mentioned.
We used to. I used to get a lot of hecklers in the old days. I don't know why.
What kind of places were you working?
200-pound man wearing women's lingerie. I don't see why should bother anybody. You know, we used to play the bars and stuff. We used to get it a lot, and even in the concert circuit, before we headlined, we got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had so many war stories about that stuff going back to the club days. I remember one time I was playing this place, it's Chan's, it's about 2,000 people all stand out on the floor, and somebody throws a bottle at me. Now, folks, where's the TV camera? Don't throw bottles. It's not a movie screen, okay? I mean, these are real people up there, and somebody get really hurt, and I'm trying to find out who's throwing this bottle. So I stopped the band from playing, and I started insulting, and I can't get this guy to come out. Finally, I started saying, you know, you're a wimp.
Mm-hmm. You're going to call him out.
Your father's a wimp. And now, last thing, you never talk about people's mothers.
Yeah.
Your mother's a wimp. As soon as you say your mother, the guy's, it's me, right here, right here, right. So it's you, a bottle. I finally have a guy throwing a bottle, eye-to-eye contact. So this is the first time I tried this, and also the last. Packed crowd, I figure my people will catch me.
Yeah.
If I dive over the
folks
stage.
in the audience, yeah.
The folks in the,
because they're on your side.
Loyal minions.
Yeah.
They're on my side, and you know, and and this guy's about 10 rows back, and I just go for it. 6-foot stage, swan dive into the crowd. Human nature says that when a 6'5", 200-pound man wearing silver lame dives off a 6-foot stage, move out of the way. So it's jammed. I don't know. It was like the Red Seas. I felt like Moses for a minute, going down. I hit the ground. Now. So now people say, well, isn't there always a chance that somebody's going to be tougher and bigger than you are? And it's true. Another one of my theories, my loyal minions will come to my aid. And there was a few very big biker minions out there in the crowd that night. So I get up off the ground, dazed, and I stand up, and this guy is in the wickedest kung fu stance you ever want to see. I mean, he's hissing, and everything's spinning. He looked like he was a Ginsu or something. And so quickly looking around for my
So you
big
think
biker
still
minions.
somebody's going to intercede here on your behalf?
Yes, and I turn around for my fans, my loyal people. Give them room. There's going to be a fight here. Everybody, they're making an arena. I'm standing there and still my head's spinning. So I get over the ground and I said, oh no, what do I do? Throws a karate chop at me or something. I don't know what it was. And I just went in doubt football, you know. I just grabbed him around the waist. I started ramming through the crowd like a wild man. And eventually security jumped on him, and it was a lot of fun.
That must have been really...
Yeah, we canceled 5 shows.
Yeah, but it really must have been frightening there for a few minutes. I mean, first you get the bottle tossed at you, and then once you've committed to going after the guy...
You find out the guy's a Bruce Lee now. Yeah, that's a problem. But I have stopped that now.
Tell me about the fact that the picture of you, was it just you or the entire group, was broadcast on Russian television recently?
It was just me.
Just you?
Yeah. I saw it, can I say Channel 13? I was on Channel 13. They were showing what Russians watch on TV. And so they showed this show was about decadent American rock and roll. And they held up a picture of me with all my makeup and everything like that. which I'm not wearing anymore, by the way, and because the Russians don't like it.
So you knuckled under the...
Yeah, I couldn't take it. The pressure was incredible.
The Ruskies got to him.
So I hold up this picture of me, and they're translating on the air, and it says, look at this disgraceful example of American decadence.
Yeah.
It says, you'll see from this picture, with the makeup, you can't tell if he's a man or a woman. Maybe in Russia you can't tell if I'm a man or a woman, okay? I'm sure like all the Russian gymnasts got me in their lockers, you know. She's so cute. Me and Joe Piscopo on the Miller Lite commercial.
We'll do a commercial and we'll continue talking here with Dee Snider. Come on back, Tell me about your family life.
About my family?
Yeah, do you have a family? You have a wife? You have kids?
Yeah, I do. I was more interested in this. What is this thing in the front? I mean, you don't mind me asking. I know it's not my show or anything, but what is that?
You don't know what that is?
No, I don't know what that is. I mean, honestly.
You know, I gotta say,
sorry.
this has happened like 3 or 4 times in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm greatly insulted when a guest, a reasonably intelligent human being living in 1987, comes on this show, points to this, and says, "What the hell is that?" And then I have to go to the trouble of doing this, Dee. Then we always have trouble getting the lights back on. Well, so anyway, tell me about your family. You have how long have you been married?
6 years.
6 years. Now, see, I think a lot of people would probably be surprised to hear that. The Russians, for example, would guess probably that you've not been married for 6 years.
No, I know they would never expect. Yeah, 6 years. I got a kid, but you know.
Boy or girl?
Boy.
How old is your son?
He's gonna be 5.
Yeah.
See, I kind of figured that Twist is gonna be the next Menudo. And a few years, he's gonna replace him.
I think, all
He's
indicators
totally
point to that now,
Yeah,
Dee.
yeah. A lot of money to be made being Menudo.
So what is it like when you and your family, or just you go out on a Saturday afternoon to shop or whatever you do?
Real average, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Oh! No, it depends where we go. A lot of places you can't go. You probably know that by now. I mean, your face is really well known at this point.
But I can go most places.
You can, but I can't. Amusement parks, shopping centers, that's dead out.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll try and go wearing disguise. Try and,
What would the disguise, without giving it away, what would you do? What would you
I can
disguise?
give it away. It doesn't work well anyway.
No.
My wife braids my hair. I look like a Russian shot putter or something like that, you know. No one, anyway, and I put it under a baseball cap. And, you know, when I wear like a dress like with just baggy jeans and army boots and a t-shirt and try and go out and look like a truck driver or something like that.
Yeah.
That's why I capped the teeth. I don't have the filed teeth anymore. Get a close-up, I'll say. They're not filed anymore. I capped them.
Was that a problem from a nutritional or dietary standpoint?
Absolutely, you know, pizza, just cheese on the chest, it was awful. Actually, when I had the filed teeth, you know, and the hair and the earrings, and it didn't seem that big, but as soon as I put the hat on in regular clothes, the teeth were like down to my knees. You know, it was like, oh, there was Dee Snider with his, wheel on his teeth. So I kept them up. They were just got old.
Do you mind when people come up to you if you're wearing the disguise and ask you for autographs? Or?
No, I don't mind. Come up and interrupt me in the middle of my meal anytime. Do I look like I mind? I'm not. No, in my disguise, that's really embarrassing. You know those?
But see,
I hate. Who was it who invented these little flat cameras that fit in your pocket? See, now I got that dumb disguise on. If they figure out who I am, they always got the, hey, I got my camera, and they pull it out and they got an embarrassing picture of me.
But you know, the chances are, if they want to take your picture and you're wearing the disguise, it's not because they know who you are, but they're just saying to themselves, geez, look at that guy with the braids under his hat. Let's get a shot of this.
I know those mesh hats, it does totally out,
But I mean, to a certain extent, isn't that one of the reasons to be in show business, so people know who you are?
Yes, but Dave, don't you know that it has some negative negative sides that goes with it, I mean, I'll tell you a story, okay? Before I was famous, I'm on a ferry boat going from Connecticut to Long Island. And there was like a clam bar on there. And this guy, we're just sitting there, and every person that came up, this guy whips out this book of famous people who signed his book.
Right.
And he shows, look at this, Cheryl Tiegs. And it says 13 cents next to it. I said, 13 cents, what's that? He says, That's how much tip she left me.
Oh.
Cheryl Teagues comes on this boat. Listen to this, everybody. 13 stinking cents. Cheryl screaming, you know. I said, my God, Cheryl Teagues' ears are ringing, you know. And I said, if ever I make it, I got to make sure I leave big tips. So tonight, out dinner, wait on my table. You're totally happening. You got to think about that.
Well,
you leave good tips?
She spends all her money on those clothes from Sears.
I know,
so,
Cheryl. Where America shops.
Right. It's the new album, the latest album, Twisted Sister, Love is for Suckers. Dee, nice to see you again. Have a good summer.
Here.
Come back anytime, sir. Take care. We'll be right back after station identification.